Hello guys, I am Lokesh and my friend Radhakrishna. We both are going to say about regression. Specifically, we are going to talk about linear regression. Before going to the regression, I want to say about supervised learning because regression will come under supervised learning. The contents I will cover in this video are the supervised learning and the types of supervised learning algorithms like classification and regression and I will say about regression and definition, the types of regression. Specifically, I will talk about linear regression and types of linear regression and real life examples. Now, supervised learning. What is supervised learning? The supervised learning is the types of machine learning in which machines are trained using well-labeled training data. It means the machine is trained by using labeled data, and on basis of that data, machines predict the output. It means when you give the input by past labeled data, it will predict the output. The labeled data means some input data is already tagged with the correct output. It means you will give input as well as output. So it will learn from the input and output. So then when you give a new input, uh, it predicts the correct output. This is the definition, and in terms of the mathematically, this will be the definition. The supervised learning is a process of providing input data as well as correct output data to the machine learning model. This aim of a supervised learning algorithm is to find a mapping function to map the input variable x with the output variable y. As I said before, here it will take the first input and output. So it will try to understand the input and output which you have given, and also we called as training data. Now I will clearly say in this diagram how it works, the supervised learning. So here you have input raw data. It means unlabeled data, whatever we call. So this unlabeled data is sent through the an algorithm what we build. It means a model. This will be the machine learning model. So here the supervisor will be there. Here the supervisor will means a human. So a human will give the training data set, and for this training data set the desired output will be there. So these both you will give to the machine. So the machine learns, processes the training data set and the desired output, and finally it gives the labeled data. So the mainly supervised learning deals with the labeled data. Next, the types of supervised learning algorithms are mainly regression and classification. Here regression means the real values will be there. You cannot divide into the some categories. It's like weight, and the classification means the categorical data. It means you categorize the data which you have given. So like that, these are the examples for the classification and the regression. So if you see the classification, the fraud detection, it means here you can divide the category, like whether the fraud is detected or not, like email spam, whether the email is a spam or not, like that, diagnostics and image classification. And when we come to the regression, the risk assessment, here you will say risk assessment as some 45.5% risk assessment. It means there is a 45.5% risk, like that you will say, but you cannot categorize. Those come under regression. Now I will talk about regression. Regression is a type of analysis and form of predictive modeling technique which investigates the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. So here regression deals with the relationship between the dependent variable and the independent variable. So these are the types of regression: linear regression, polynomial regression, support vector regression, decision tree regression. There are many. Mainly we will focus on the linear regression. So linear regression is one of the easiest and most popular machine learning algorithms. It is basically a statistical method that is used for the predictive analysis linear regression makes predictions for continuous or real or numerical variables. As I said, regression deals with the real values such as weight, height, sales, salary. So this will be the diagram for the linear regression, how it look like. So on y-axis, the dependent variable will be there. On x-axis, the independent variable will be there. Here y depends on the x. So this will be the line of regression. Mathematically, we can represent as a linear regression as y equal to a1 x plus a naught plus e. Here he will be the some random error. As you can see, there is a some distance for expected linear line. So it is basically a slope function y equal to mx plus c. Here you can see a1 will be the m and a0 will be the c. Y will be the dependent variable and x will be the independent variable and also called as predicator variable, and dependent variable also called as target variable. Intercept of the line, a0 will be the intercept of the line, and a1 will be the linear regression coefficient, and epsilon will be the random error. And here the values for x and y variables are training data sets for linear regression model representation. So the x and y will be the input for the uh, linear regression model. Now I will talk about linear regression line. There are two types of linear regression line. One is positive linear regression line and a negative linear regression line. So the positive linear regression line, simply I can say, if x increases, it means if independent variable go on increasing and dependent variable also go on increasing, then such relationship is called as positive linear relationship. Then this line will be the positive linear regression line. Similarly, when you see here, the x will be increasing, it means independent variable is increasing and dependent variable is decreasing. Then this type of relation is called as a negative linear relationship, and also called as this line will be also called as a negative linear regression line. And next, the types of linear regression. So the types of the linear regressions are simple linear regression and multiple linear regression. As you see, normal simple linear regression, you have y equal to mx plus c. Similarly, the multilinear regression mathematical formula looks like this: y equal to b0 plus b1 x1, b2 will be b2 x2 plus, and so on. And now I will say in detail how you calculate the linear regression. If you see, this xy data will be given to you. So from this you will find out the m value and c value. Now I will say how to find out. Yeah, this is the graph, and x will be the independent variable and y will be the dependent variable. You have given 1 3. Let's point 1 3. So here you pointed 1 3, like 2 4 2 4 3 2 3 2, here 4 4, here 5 5. So now you have to find out the mean of the x. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 by 5. So you will get the mean for the x variable is 3. So mean for the y variable will be the 3.6. And now to find out m value, this will be the formula. So sigma of x minus x bar, y minus y bar, and x minus x bar whole square. Here x will be the input what you have given, and x bar will be the mean of the x bar, and similarly y will be the input data, minus y bar will be the mean of the y. So next we will draw this table like x minus x bar, 1 minus 3 minus 2, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 3 minus 3 0, 4 minus 3 1, 5 minus 3 2. Like that you will write the x minus x bar. Similarly you will write y minus y bar like 3 minus 3.6 minus 0.6. So like this you will write y minus y bar, and now you will square the x minus x bar, minus 2 whole square, 4 1 0 1 4. So now you will multiply the x minus x bar and y minus y bar, minus 2 into minus 0 0.6 1.2. So you will write all these values. Now you have to find out the sigma of x minus x bar whole square and x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So here the summation will be the 10 for x minus x bar whole square, and the summation will be the 4 for x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So we will get the m value as 4 by 10, that is 0 0.4. So now you will keep this m in 0 0.4. From this now you will find out the c value. How you will find out means, here there is a mean for x and y. So now you will plot the mean values like 3 comma 3.6, 3, and here somewhere will be the 3.6. So you will draw a line like this. So 3 and 3.6 will 3 will be the x, and y will be the 3.6. So here when you keep when you substitute the x and y, x, it means x bar and y bar in y equal to mx plus c, you will get c equal to 2.4. And now here the linear regression equation will be the y equal to 0.4x plus 2.4. If you see from this line to this point, there is some error. So you can reduce this error by using some least square method and R square methods. I will say the real world applications where you will use this linear regression. So analyzing the trends and sales estimates and salary forecasting and real estate prediction, arriving at ETAs in traffic. Here ETA means estimated time of arrival of any vehicle. My friend Radhakrishna will continue the coding part of linear regression in Python.
I am Radhakrishnan. Now I am going to tell you about the implementation of Python of linear regression, which was already explained by my friend Lokesh. So, if you see this code, the first cell, I am importing all the libraries that are required to perform linear regression. So first I am importing NumPy as NP and Pandas as PD and Matplotlib for graphs. And in the second cell, I am importing my dataset head brain.csv, and I am displaying the the first 5 records. So the columns in the dataset is gender, age, and their head size and the brain weight. So now we are going to identify relationship between head size and brain weight. Like here, our x value will be head size and y value will be brain weight. Like our dependent variable and the independent variable. And here you can see that there are 237 rows and 4 columns, and the 4 columns are gender, age, range, and head size and brain weight. And now we are collecting our data, like since we require head size, so we took the values of the head size and the brain weight. And as Lokesh already explained that the formula for simple linear regression is y is equal to mx plus c. So to find m, we have a formula like sigma x I minus x bar into y I minus y bar by sigma x I minus x bar whole square. So here first we are finding the mean of the given dataset, means given dependent variable, that is head size, and mean of the y, that is brain weight. And then we got the total number of values. So here I am running a loop to find out the sigma of the numerator, which is xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar, and along with that I'm also identifying the denominator, which is xi minus x bar whole square. So after that I can get the b1 value by simply doing numerator by denominator, and b naught by using mean underscore y minus b1 into mean underscore x. So here you can see that I got b1 b naught values. So now I'm going to plot these values. So here you can see this is my scatter plot, like all my data points, and this line indicates the regression line. To know how well our line fits the solution, we have many different methods, out of which Lokesh has explained you R square method maybe. So here if you see R square method, the formula for R square method is yi minus y predicted whole square by yi minus y bar whole square, which is a sigma. So you can see that we can get the predicted value by simply doing b naught plus b1 into xi, and we already have our mean value. So I just simply ran a for loop, and then I found out the value of the R square. So that's it. And here you can see, we instead of doing these things manually, there is a machine learning library, scikit-learn. Here you can find a library like linear model. From there we can import linear regression, and we have also a matrix to know the R square value. For knowing the R square value, we have mean underscore squared underscore error. So here I created the model, and then I have passed in my x and y values, and here I just calculated my R square value. So that's it about the implementation. Thank you.